Okay, so we need to work on canceling fractions. We've done this before. Some people didn't do any of the work. So when we're doing this, we can go 2 times 10 and then divide by 5. Right? We can go 20 divided by 5. Too long, too slow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go 10 divided by 5. So we're going to cancel out, because we're going to pick a special number that cancels. 10 divided by 5 is 2, and then you multiply those together, and so your answer is 4. That's what we're looking to do. So what are we going to divide the 35 by? No, what are we going to do 35 by? 7. And what's remaining? 5. So now we have 3 times 5, that equals 15. Okay. What's 27 divided by 9? 3. 3 times negative 4?
Negative 12.
Good. Keep next one. No. Okay. So this is going to be a 3, and that gives us 6x. What's the answer for number 5? 3x. What's the answer for 6?
Negative 6x.
What's the answer? Good. Do 7 and 8 and 9. Go. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. 4 times negative 7x is negative 28x. Divide for 3, negative 36x. Okay. Now for number 9, there's 2 separate divisions to do. Divide the first one to get 3. That gives you 9. The second one, divide for 1. That gives you 4. And then when you add them, 13. Hands up if you got 9 correct. Good, hands down. Okay, number 10. Go ahead, do number 10. So we get 9x minus 10x. Final answer.
Negative x.
Hands up if you got negative x. Good. Okay, do numbers 11. Do number 12 too, but 12's going to challenge you a bit. Go for it. Okay, so 11 is 21x minus 40. We can't combine them at all because they're different terms. For question 12, you should get 3 times 3x minus 7. Now remember from our last chapter, that's 3 times 3x, 9x, as well as 3 times negative 7, negative 21. So you have to remember 3x minus 7 with the bracket at the back. It's just like a bracket at the front. Okay. How many people got 9x minus 21? Okay. Read, do number 13. What do you notice about the 13 and 12? They're the same question, right? They look different, but they're exactly the same. Question 13 just has the 15 multiplied to the inside. Okay. Okay, question 14. What number should we pick that'll cancel with 5 and 3? Meaty? You guys know what we call number 15? The LCM. Okay. Lowest common multiple. Okay. Or it's like it's a common denominator. Right? LCD. Your choice. What's the answer? I mean? Yeah.
Okay. So it's 9x
plus 20. Okay, good. Okay, pick a number for 15 now. Okay, 3, 4, 6 could be 12, could be 24. They all,
12.
yeah, 12 will be the easiest because it's the lowest, okay? So you multiply each term by 12. Stop, look up. You must be careful because this is an entire term, you must put brackets around it. Do that now. Without brackets, you're going to get a wrong answer. So then cancel out. This will give you 4, 3, 2. So 8x plus 21 equals 6x minus 10. Now go ahead and solve it. So x equals negative 15.5. Okay. Most of the times we're not going to get decimals, we leave it as a fraction. So negative 31 over 2. Okay. Okay, now look over 16. 16 is kind of special. What number is underneath the 2? A 1. Do we really care about it then? No, because you won't have to cancel. What number will cancel the 7 and the 3? 21. What we have to be careful of is that we multiply it by each term. Okay, so that means that the 2 must get multiplied as well. Okay, so go ahead and do this. So we got 12x minus 42 equals, this goes to 7, but what should we do with the 7 and the 5? Well, that's like 35. You can multiply them together. Then you can multiply them in. So we get 12x equals, so 12x minus 42. 12x minus 42 equals 35x minus 70. And now it's just like yesterday. Okay, don't solve that one. We'll leave that one there for time's sake. Okay. So now you could solve. So that's what you just did. All what we're going to do. 15 and 16. Those are the two hardest questions that you're going to see today. Okay. Quick little warm up here. Solve this one. Go. Okay, so 4x minus 8 plus 5x minus 3 equals 6x minus 7x minus 7. Okay, watch out for that minus 7 that I just highlighted. Then we get 9x minus 11 equals negative x, or 1x minus 7. So we have 10x minus 11 equals negative 7. 10x equals 4. So x equals 4 over 10. Lowest terms, 2/5. Don't go to a decimal for that. We're okay with fractions. Most of your answers in the textbook are all going to be cooked up. Sometimes I can't cook them up good in my notes, okay? Meaty? How we got what? Yeah, these times. Is that all right? So how we got what? Negative. This is a 12. Multiply in, Michi. 35 times negative 2. Jamie? Did you get this proper?
Yeah, I got it right. Then I got 9x minus 11 equals 6x minus 7x minus
Yeah. Well, what I just said, combine these together. Sean, move. You're talking. Continue. Move. Or me, but one of the two. I'm looking at you, so you just move. You lost today. Maybe you'll win tomorrow. Okay. Turn it over. So now we're going to do this stuff when we solve. So it's like, some teachers show this, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to give you a different look at it. Instead of going 15 and times 15 multiplied in, what some teachers show, which is completely correct, and I always sometimes show this as well, is you multiply the whole equation by 15. And using those big brackets means everything gets multiplied. And sometimes they cancel as they multiply in, and so they give you that right away. Now, I like, as I've been doing this years and years and years, as you saw from those pictures, I tend to do this more. Okay, and then show that, oh, those cancel to 3, these cancels to 5, and then write the 3x minus 10. And so then you can solve. So x equals negative 10 thirds. Good. 6, 3, 12. We're going to multiply by to get rid of those numbers. 12. Okay, so times it by 12, 12, 12. Nicely cooked up. 12x plus, sorry, not 12x, 2x plus 8 equals negative 5. So cancel and multiply. Move to the plus 8 to the other side by subtracting. Negative 13. X is negative 13 over 2. Okay. We're going to be getting some better numbers later. Okay. Now, I'm writing the multiplication at the back. If you want to write at the front, you're fine. That's okay. I don't mind that. 7, 14, and 2. What are we going to multiply by? 14. So I'm going to just write this one at the front, and then I'll decide to write this one at the back, and this one at the back, and maybe this one at the front. You decide what you want to do, but I try and keep it the same, okay? So don't do all switched up like I just did for question 3, okay? So cancel out. We won't solve this one. So this cancels to a 2, so I get 10x minus 3 equals, that cancels to a 2. 4x cancels to a 7 plus 7. 10x minus 3 equals 4x plus 7. And then we're just where we were 2 days ago. Okay. Question 4. Now each term must get multiplied. Please draw an arrow to all the terms. Terms are separated by a plus sign. So we have 4 terms. Okay, you have to be able to pick that out. What are we going to multiply each of them by? 5 won't cancel. 15. Okay. Go ahead and do that. We won't solve. Oh, what's 15 times 5? What is it? Yeah, 75, thank you. Equals 15x minus 3. Okay, thumbs up, down in the middle, what would you say? Okay. Okay, next one. Now for question 5, we have to be careful. How many terms are there? 1, 2. There's only 2 terms. Okay. So we're going to multiply these ones by to get rid of it. 3 and the 5. 15. Now what do we have to put around the tops though? Brackets. Okay, so it's a little trick we got to be careful of. So you're going to see that in the textbook, some of the harder questions. Okay, cancel and multiply, go. question 6. Now we have to be careful, because what do you have in front? More numbers, right? More numbers. So we're going 3 and 5 is what we have to get rid of. What should we multiply by? 15. Be careful here. Okay. So cancel out. Now this is like a 10 times x plus 7. And this is like a 9 times x minus 1. So you have to multiply by the numbers that are already there. Okay, you're going to see more of these type tomorrow. Well, I'll probably see a couple today. Okay, so you have to multiply by what's already there. So then you get 10x plus 70 equals 9x minus 9. I showed an extra step just so you can see what to do with this 2 and the 5. Okay, it's 5 times 2, and here we have the 3 times the 3 to give us the 9. Questions? Yep, Kevin?
Do you have to show the 15 in brackets, or can you just like 3 and 5 beside the top of the question?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Just be careful. Remember, the more work you show, the more you're thinking, the more you're going to learn it and understand what you're doing, okay? Okay, this is the hardest of the hard, number 7. So a couple things to watch out for. The 3, the negative sign, as well as no brackets. Okay? So those are things to watch out for. Don't forget the 3. 4, 3, and 2. What should we multiply by? 12. So I'm going to put a 12 here. I'm going to put a 12 here, and I'm going to put brackets in. Then I'm going to put a 12 and then a 12 and put brackets. Okay? Go ahead, see what you can do. Don't solve, just get rid of your fractions and your brackets. Now notice here at the negative sign, I told you to watch out for it. Okay, and so now you multiply in. And that changes the sign. So double check the sign change here that I'm highlighting. Okay, you have to do that. Brackets are always implied when you're using that type of division. Okay. You guys okay with solving this? Any questions? Where's your homework listed? On your outline, okay? Make sure you do the specific homework that's listed for today. Get on it. Go.